So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to de-bloat Windows 11. So Windows 11 comes with a lot of bloatware installed by default. I don't know why Microsoft includes this stuff. A lot of it we don't even touch. So I'm going to show you how to do that. In the previous video, I installed Windows 11 and I installed it without a Microsoft account, so essentially an offline install. So if you want to see how to do that, watch the previous video. But anyways, let's get into de-bloating Windows 11. So what you want to do is open up your browser. So by default, with a Windows 11 install, you have Microsoft Edge. So open Microsoft Edge and we're going to google.com. Now all we do is we search for Win 11 and it comes up right away, de-bloat. So it's the first one that should come up here. It's the Win11 de-bloat. So click on that. And so just a little disclaimer here. I do not encourage you or advise you to download this and run it without doing your own research first. I will say that this particular PowerShell and batch file script is created by a few YouTubers. There's a few YouTubers listed here, and I've heard that they're reputable. I don't know for myself, but I have run the script and I liked the result. So that's all I'll say. So to download, you just click the code here and then click download zip. All right, so we open our file explorer, go to downloads, and you just right click and extract all, and then click extract. All right, so we've extracted the file, so this is it. So we open this up and we just right click this run file and run as administrator. And so Windows is going to freak out. It's going to tell you, no, this is not safe. And again, this is up to you if you want to run it. This is your choice. So you just click more info if you want to run it and click run anyway. And this is scripted Windows behavior, right? So you're running a batch file. Typically unknown batch files could be very dangerous to your machine. That's why Windows is freaking out about it. Okay, so you'll see this PowerShell window pop up. And what we want to do is just do the default mode. There's other settings here I haven't really messed around with, but default should be good for most people. So just enter 1 for default and hit enter. And then it's just saying, hey, we're going to do all these things. So Win11 de-bloat script, we're removing the default selection of apps. The list can be found on the apps list. If you go back to that GitHub site, it'll tell you exactly what's being removed. We're disabling telemetry, diagnostic data, app launch tracking, and targeted ads. We're disabling tips, tricks, suggestions, and ads in the start, settings, notifications, and more places. We're disabling tips and tricks on the lock screen. We're disabling and removing Bing Web Search, Bing AI, and Cortana. We are disabling and removing Microsoft Copilot. We're disabling fast startup, so that basically means the computer never actually shuts down unless you disable this. So the computer is running in the background, even though you hit shut down and it looks like the computer shut down, it's still kind of running in the background. And so we don't really know what Microsoft could be doing with that. So that's why we want to disable fast startup. And then the other stuff is just pretty innocuous, but yeah, you can read those if you want. So hit enter to continue. And it's going to ask if you want to set up and create a restore point. And I would always recommend doing that if you're doing crazy changes on your machine. You want to be able to revert back just in case. So it's a good call. So hit Y for yes and enter. All right, and it's going to start removing stuff. You're going to see stuff flying by here. Clipchamp, never even heard of that. Microsoft 3D Viewer, sure. Microsoft Sway, I don't even know what that is. Some Disney stuff, no need for that. See, there's a lot of stuff that is on Windows 11 that just really doesn't need to be there. So that's done. We can press any key to exit. All right, and that is it. So the Windows 11 de-bloat script has run. There's just one other thing that I want to do to kind of increase performance a little bit more. So like when you open your start menu here, you see how it's animated, how it kind of smoothly tries to slide up and slide down. So those animations, stuff like that with your Windows operating system, it does consume a little bit of unnecessary resources. So to be even more efficient with your Windows OS, you can turn that stuff off. So I'm going to show you how. So to quickly find this setting, you can just search it. Just click in the search bar there and type sysdm.cpl, and it just pops up right there. It's a control panel menu item, so just click on this to open it up. And so we want to go to advanced. And so right here, performance, so visual effects, processor scheduling, memory usage, and virtual memory. So we want to mess with this stuff. So click settings. And so there's a quick option here, just a little checkbox or bullet point box, whatever. Radio button, there we go, that's what it's called. You click on adjust for best performance, and it deselects all of these things, and just hit apply, and then click OK. And click OK here. So now, if you open that start menu, you see how it opens immediately? It doesn't do that animation anymore. So that's saving your computer some performance, some unnecessary like memory or CPU usage by doing those little animations. It's saving your computer that performance. Well, there we go, guys. That is debloating Windows 11 and kind of, you know, customizing Windows a little bit to get you a little bit more performance out of your system. It's not really going to change a massive amount for most of you. It's probably going to be a little bit of an improvement for people with really low spec machines. So somebody who installed Windows 11 with basically the minimum system requirements, right? Like if you have that 1 gigahertz processor and, you know, just 4 gigs of RAM, this is probably going to show an improvement for you for performance. But most other people, it really just is a peace of mind thing. Like, oh, I tried to make my system as efficient as possible and to not use resources when it really doesn't need to use them. It really isn't going to show a major improvement for really high-end PCs at all. But it gives you that peace of mind if you like to be efficient about things. This is pretty much as efficient as it can be. I'm sure there's way more things that people do out there. There's probably custom scripts. People probably change startup options too. You could do that definitely. You could trim down what things start up automatically. Lots of things I'm sure that you could do to make things even more efficient, but this is the stuff that I have done. So I hope this was useful to you. I hope some of you got something out of this or enjoyed the video at least. Let me know in the comments below if there's custom things that you like to do, maybe custom scripts that you like to run and make things happen on your PC to make it even more efficient. Let me know, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.